What up, Savage Boy? How's it going? Just getting the YouTube side all set up. We'll be good to go. We're gonna do a bunch of null fights, obviously. What else would we do today? What up, JTaga? I did some on the baby account. I gotta tell you, I was not super enthused by what my baby account was able to accomplish. Not looking good for us to get enough people to knock him down enough times. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I guess we'll have to wait and see, though. Happy to help, Nick. I'm gonna have like a detailed video out shortly tomorrow. I'll have 2 videos go out, one for each half of the event. But for now, what I want to focus on the most is going to be fighting Null. Oh, it didn't show up. Okay, now it is. Perfect. Kind of. I do these Vortex still. I did not do any Vortex. I just so busy. We have these legendary events going on. Okay. I need the drinks, man. My wife had a bake show today, like a market. So was the kids all morning, and they ran me dry, man. Right on, Risa. All right. We need to kill it 5.5 times, right? Okay, so if he has 861 million life, we divide that by 24. Nope, sorry. Times 2. We have to kill it at least 5 times. I can say 6 times. Ooh, we divide that by 24. That means each person is responsible for dealing 215 million. That's to get 6 kills. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Okay, my phone is on like energy saver. Hold on. Where is this battery? Turn that off. Okay. All right, so not hard to get it unlocked from this on the real accounts. I wonder what the baby count's gonna be like. All right. Let's try the first bleed team there. It was well, you know what I want to try? I want to try Astral. Let me see how Astral does. This has got to be pre-reworks, right? I assume the reworks are not in-game yet. Because they're not in-game, I don't want her as a striker because she'll eat up the bleeds. What up, Foxy? And of course, Battle is broken because I just switched accounts. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I can drop 1,000 of places? Yeah, the leaderboard's going to be fucked because everyone's going to be doing difficulty 15 with the highest packs on, basically. The Kang bug and Null boss fight? Yeah, I do. And we will be talking about that and sharing that with everybody. Kang does 3% of the boss's life if he's the first person to go, which is really nice. So if you have 24 people do that, that's a good, what, how much is that? 60% of a boss kill? So that's very important. Everyone wants to use Cull. Is he going to ping before or after people's special ult? Because if it's after, like it currently is, hitting the barrier, then do no damage, then barrier again. It's going to happen after they do their special. Null only barriers when he does his special. So there will be windows where it gets broken. Regardless, though, yeah, no, the Astral team does need the barrier breaks because the percentile damage will get eaten up by it. Are you fucking kidding me? I hate this. I hate this so much. Scope Lee, fix the login situation. What up, Burnsy? I'm doing okay. Yeah, we have like 2 hours. I told my wife I wouldn't be gone too long. Sure, she gets to leave from 8 o'clock till 2, but I get from 3 to 5, maybe, if we're lucky. I want to find the 3 best teams. I do think the Bleed team is going to be one. I think Astral plus Black Knight will be one. Yeah. Yeah, the damage cap ruins the mode. Just to be realistic here. Alright. So, let's just do straight Astral. Let's see this. Record this. Alright. Alright, so this first attack we're going to do is going to be full Astral. And I just want to see if the buffs are live to the Astral team yet. I don't think they are. And I am interested to see how good or bad Astral is. I wish it was difficulty 5, but I want to see how good or bad Astral is on difficulty 4 at least. And then when they do the buffs, we'll have to see the difference. Null's health is fresh, that's good. Alright, we're lagging like crazy, not so great. This is percentile damage, let's see the max percentage. The game is lagging like crazy, there must be so many people playing right now. Alright, turned it slower so that we can see the damage. So 2.4 mil it looks like is the max. Look at the attack. The damage cap ruins this game mode. Not to get too doomy and gloomy right off the bat, but the damage cap ruins the game mode because Shadow King's possessed attack just did nothing because the 2.4 damage. Like, why do that? It's so stupid, man. It's so they ruin their own game mode when they do something like that. No other game with boss fights has that. Fix your maximum health damage. Don't neuter the goddamn encounter. It's so stupid. Alright, so Shadow King does have bleeds, which is nice. So does Ancient One, so I got them as strikers. So we'll see how the bleeds do, because it's going to be a mixture of percentage damage from these guys, plus the bleeds this team does. No bleeds from Emma yet. So we got, in our first round of attacks when there was no barrier, we got about 15 mil damage on them. That's pretty good. They just got to get rid of the damage cap. Getting rid of the damage cap will make Astral awesome, by the way. Even without their buffs. Like, even having Strange, Emma, and Moondragon, all their percentage damage capped, as long as, like, when they do counters, like, we're about to see counters here. Like, watch this. So they do counters. Who's the first one to attack? My wife is calling me. Of course. Alright, 1 second. Alright, she wanted to remind me I left my fully warmed up coffee upstairs. Alright, so let's see the counterattacks. No counterattacks? None? No counterattacks. I don't know what was happening there. Alright. So we've already done about 40 mil damage, so that's nice. Let's put 2 turns of slow on the Null. So, like, as these rage stacks go... You know what? That's not even true. Because, once again, I outlined this in a different video. Null has too much going on with speed. Whether it be the speed bar he gets on our turn, 20%, which is an absolute ridiculous figure to put out there. Oh, hold on. No. Stop for a second. Is there a damage cap on the Gwenpool, too? Can you not one-shot the Gwenpool? We're about to find out. This for sure would get him killed, right? Let's see. Hits for 1.5. Okay, well, that guy didn't have 2.4 million life. Try not to be salty. Don't be salty. They're doing pretty good so far. We've already gotten 50 million off. Barrier's back in play, though. We got lots of bleeds. There's our 2.4. Is there 2 turns of slow on him? Alright, we've done 60 mil damage so far. This is already better than what they did last week, but It was always going to be better. Every week it was going to be better as the difficulty rises. Because as the difficulty rises, the damage cap goes up. And while I hate the damage cap, that's what holds Astral back. So every week they're guaranteed to do better. Right? Shadow, like, I don't even want to use Shadow King abilities because I'd rather use his basic just to get more bleeds out there. Thank God for bleeds, though. Alright, let's go ahead and get a taunt up. I want to slow this down. This will hit the Spider-Man for max health, but he gets extra life, so does he survive? I couldn't see it. I really want to know if the enemies have the damage cap associated with them, too, because that would be really bad. Alright, let's pop this off. This is kind of why I wanted Moondragon as a striker, but maybe the damage cap would make it not make sense anyway. Because, like, when she ults, she doesn't do percentile damage. That's Astral's main gimmick, right? So part of me wanted to see if that would cause her to do more. Let's just get more bleeds on him. Good stuff. So after all these bleeds hit, I do think Astral is going to do... Assuming these bleeds land, right? Resisted. That's not good. I think we're going to do maybe 150 mil when all is said and done if we're lucky here. That seems pretty good. Or maybe he's at 24 rage stacks. Nah, maybe they're just going to spam barrier now. We're not going to get anywhere. Wait, are we not even going to break 100 mil? This is the part of Null that breaks the encounter for me. Right? So he's at 24 stacks, which means every single time he takes a turn, he gets... Now he's at 30 stacks, actually. Every single time he takes a turn, he's going to get 3 energy. He's going to ping pong between his ultimate and his special over and over and over again. And his special is just going to renew the barrier over and over and over again. So now we literally can't do damage to him. Like, this is... It's such a bad design that the feature team lasts long enough, but gets into this loop where they can't do any damage. So Astral still sucks. Let's get that out of the way. 100 mil damage on this new damage cap is not good. It's sure, it's about double what they were doing before, but it's with Shadow King now. It's not good. So don't use full Astral. We'll see if the rework's going to fix that. I assume next week they'll go live. Not sure, though. Let me just go blow my nose real quick. Coffee. The whiny, bitchy dorky is gonna die now. The ginger ale wasn't doing it. The coffee will fix it. Okay. Okay. Let's try the bleed team. I'll save this. We might still end up using that. 100 mil is 100 mil. If each alliance member only has to do 200 or so mil, it might still be a team we default to. Okay, Mephisto. Black Bolts. Black Knight, rather. Old Man Logan. Did I see Omega Red? Yeah, and then Adam Warlock. Let me see how this does. Shoot, I guess we can make Old Man Logan a skirmisher here. Okay, you're going to be a striker, and you're going to be a skirmisher. And you're going to be a raider. Okay. Because we just want to extend. Okay. Only do 100 level mill with Apocalypse, Odin, Skrull, Mephisto, and BK. Damn, Affo. Uh-oh. Does max health damage go through barrier? Nope. Alright, so this was the team that everyone was loving last week. Let's see how it goes this week. I do have my concerns just about survivability of Adam Warlock and Omega Red. And I'm going to switch something up a little bit here. I will make Old Man Logan a skirmisher, and I'll make Mephisto a raider here. Yes, they do bleed, so we do want them to hit into striker effects, but also I want always to have vulnerables up so that Adam Warlock and Omega Red could do double extends, like how we see right here. I really wish the game wasn't lagging so bad, my lord. Alright, so far so good. Should probably make Black Knight a skirmisher too. If I had Black Knight as a skirmisher, that'd probably help a lot. Maybe then I can keep Mephisto at least as a striker. Might make that change just for this. So, we've already done 30 mil in the first couple attacks. That's good. Bleed circumventing the barrier is nice. And even if they didn't, we would be breaking that barrier with Black Knight. I mean, do we want Black Knight for this? That's actually a good question. Do we actually want Black Knight on this team? Or do we want to save him? We could throw someone like Gladiator or something here. Like, this team's damage is from bleeds, not from them not having barrier, right? Basic here. That's another thing. Do I really want Old Man Logan beside Black Knight? I don't really want Old Man Logan to be taking a billion turns. I would much prefer Adam Warlock and Omega Red be taking way more turns. We do have a good amount of bleeds on him, though. He only took 10 mil there. Alright, let's flip that defense up. Extend. Ooh, Adam Warlock with that blind. It's not my favorite thing in the world, that's for sure. Why is the game struggling so much? Alright, so again, we've done 100 million. I did expect to not do nearly as much as last week. And there we go. So about 120 million there. I did expect it to do way less damage. Yeah, because I figured our people would just be dying, kind of like the way they are. We're going to back out. Let's try some other teams. And we'll nail down the top 3. Hold on, let me delete all this shit. Can we not have a Battle World roster? How do we not have Battle World save squads to start this shit out with? It breaks at 200 mil on good RNG? Yeah, it just doesn't survive nearly as long. What level your Omega? These guys. I mean, Omega Red's maxed out, and Adam Warlock is max level, but only gear tier 18. Okay, the next thing to show would be Kang. So what about my other team? My other team was Gladiator. It was Endgame Thanos. Apocalypse. We'll do Kang instead of Nightcrawler here, and then Red Hulk. Kang goes first, right? Or does Red Hulk go first? Kang has to go first for this to work. This is difficulty 4. Because you gotta get a certain amount of kills here. Red Hulk going first is actually a really bad thing. Yeah, that didn't hit for nearly what we wanted it to. Okay. Yeah, we don't want Red Hulk going first. .5 clears most, which should be easy for us. Like, we should just be able to do the bleed team, Astral with Kang, probably. Yeah, I'd probably do Astral with Kang. Let me show what I mean by the Kang bug here. I'll leave Emma off. And then we grab Kang. And then just keep an eye on Null's damage as the fight starts. You see how he just took 25 million damage? Kang's passive is doing 3% flat. And then we would lead into bleeds here as much as we could. Media Discord, what's Juicy showing us? Yeah, that's the exact team we're showing here. Did 350 million with those three? Okay. Let's get a slow on him here. Percent on damage. Not great. Will Kang clear his ability block? He won't. What a jerk. Also not sure I definitely don't want Kang as a striker for this team. That's really bad. Lead into bleeds here. Okay, less than Dulome. You should probably delete your account. Kang's already dead. Question is, does Emma bring more to this team? The barrier, we survive more. The fucking web warriors and all that shit spawning out with speed bar is crazy to me. Because that gives him rage, which means we end up doing nothing faster. Did Kang feel better than Emma? Well, he opens up better than Emma. So the only question I need to ask now is, will I make it the other 50,000 or whatever the hell it is? 50 million. And Kang got tunneled here, which is unfortunate, right? You got a good amount of bleeds on them, but they're not powerful bleeds. Kind of another issue. I hate how laggy. Is the game laggy for everybody? Or is it just my device right now? I can turn my phone off and on, see if that helps. Struggling, okay. So full Astral does like it's gonna do more damage. Just being honest. This does a cleanse with all positives. No, this gives safeguard or something like that. Okay. She's dead. Yikes. I am super concerned for my smaller alliance here on how this is going to go. We're not even going to break 1 million on this one, or 100 million on this one. Three-piece, dropping who? Shadow King? Okay, let's make some teams. And we'll play around with stuff. So Astral would be the start of one team. Sure. Whoops. Fuck, I meant to hit save and I hit fight. Now we gotta find that team again. What up, Blackpool? How's it going, my guy? Let me just put on auto. Let's see what happens when we put on auto. Not going great with Null, to be honest with you. I'm so curious how this fight goes on difficulty 5 when the damage cap is different. But I feel like Null's health scales the same as his damage cap scales. So, like, is it really a difference? I'm not sure. I'm getting really triggered by the animations, though. Lagging like this. Holy crap. You did 1 billion, 500 million damage? Did this with full Astral? Your friend is APK hacking. Just so you're aware, your friend is APK hacking. Yeah, just so you are aware, your friend is 100% APK hacking. Astral did that last week too, though. I'm telling you right now, Astral does not do that. Your friend has found a way to turn the damage cap off. Ask what his positioning is. Ask him what his positioning is. It doesn't matter. If it's lower difficulty, it's even more impossible because of the damage cap. The only explanation for that is that he found a way to turn the damage cap off. So your friend is APK hacking, or there's a bug. Ask him his positioning. Ask him his ISOs. Or it's an edited screenshot. It looks like a legit screenshot. I'm not sure. There's probably some bug that he's tapped into. When the animations break the game, it's instant and it's possible the clock barely moves so long as his heart stays alive. I think rage kills you much sooner than you hit 1.5 billion. Ask him what he's playing on. Is he playing on LD player? Is he playing on Android? Is he playing on BlueStacks? I will. I won't keep this one. This is a bad attack. It's as good as the Kang one though, so that's interesting. The lag is driving me insane though. There goes Shadow King. Doctor Strange is now possessed. Yeah, well, that's why they added so much barrier clear to them. If we're making an event video, what info? I'm not sure. It wouldn't be right now though, live pool. I gotta get this. We gotta come up with something for this. Also, I'm gonna turn this app on and off and see if that fixes the lag a little bit. That is unbearable. No cap. I feel like that's going to be a big RNG hunt for that. Alright, so we have full Astral. Let's make the bleed comp. Mephisto. Black Knight. Omega Red, Old Man Logan, and Adam Warlock. Let's see if just the raw bleeds do more. I don't know. I'm not sure. Damn it. I meant to hit save. God damn it. Reset until you break 200 million is a reasonable ask. Yeah, if your entire alliance does, I think it's, what did my calculator show? Like 2.6 mil or something like that. Or sorry, 260 million. Then you'll get your five kills in, and then you can just go on with your life. So I think that's not entirely unreasonable. The lag is insane though. Holy. Really wish I could see what was happening. Watch viewers go live tomorrow morning. The end game people who do their attacks now would set the game on fire if they did that. Why would strike run everyone but Old Man Logan? You'll never have enough vulnerables to do anything. I feel like I want to make Black Knight a skirmisher though. Or in 4 minutes. Yeah, maybe we'll see in 4 minutes. He takes the most attacks. Yeah, when he gets hit, he gets speed bar. but you're still never gonna have enough vulnerables that way. Okay. We're not doing anywhere near as much damage like this. Each member needs to average. It was oh, it was like 200 and something million. So let's do what is it? 8, 6, 1, 1, 8, 5, 3, 6, 9. Let's say we need to clear it 6 times. Let's be a little conservative, right? We divide that by 24. Each member needs to do 215,300,000 damage. Yeah, 216 million. Astral Kang for 106 million. I think that's perfectly acceptable, right? I think I'm fine with that. I didn't save the bleed team though. Gosh darn it. You. Adam Warlock is just a small boy. He's a small boy. Black Man will lose life doing this, but I think that's fine. I would hide him still, I think. I would not have him a striker. I'd make him a raider. He did say he is iOS, by the way, Darky. Okay. Better to play it out, Darkest. There's some sort of bug with Astral. I remember Mobile talking about it, and I think, yeah, no clue how it works. That bug could be the difference between one alliance mate basically fucking, goddamn it, making you unlock difficulty 5 or not. Because your guy just nearly killed him twice in one attack. Which is crazy. I think I'd rather Kang die after his opening attack than do stuff. Okay, after that, my team that I had some success with was Thanos Endgame. Apocalypse. I did use Nightcrawler, so if we're using Kang elsewhere, we can use Nightcrawler for this. Red Hulk. And the last one was, who was it? Gladiator. Don't sneeze. This team did pretty good for me too. Let's see how much they do this week. Do Black Man's Day out? Yeah, shit, I gotta try that. Nightcrawler, he goes before the Red Hulk, and he gets bleeds out there. So this is gonna make Kang go first, or sorry, Null go first before Red Hulk, and now Red Hulk can take his barrier off right away. So right away we have less barrier to worry about. I don't bother ulting just yet. Just try and get some bleeds on him. Damn, that Gwenum survived. I have to believe that she's getting damage capped. I've seen her survive with that amount of health multiple times for multiple characters. That's not good. I'm supposed to use the ultimate from Nightcrawler to put a slow on him. I just failed. I am a failure. Alright, we're getting some bleeds out there. You really want your Red Hulk to get pushed early, so I would not keep this. I would reset this until Red Hulk gets pushed. Maybe not by now, but close. Leader Red Hulk combo, leaders charges and heals sustain a ton. That's not a bad call. I just I don't like Red Hulk not going first. Or sorry, I don't like Red Hulk not breaking the barrier right away. But leader's not a bad character at all. That's actually a good call. That's very interesting. This alt here. definitely looks like the damage cap is happening to other characters. Yeah, Red Hulk has to have his battlefield effect up by now. His battlefield effect destroys Null. You just never live long enough for it to matter. Also, I wasted all of my barrier clears. This was a really poorly played attempt. Alright, let's do some speed bar. Resisted the bleeds. Resisted the bleeds again. Resisted my bleeds again. This guy is just a resist city now. Holy shit. Oh, he won't resist the offense down, but he'll resist every single bleed I had to throw at him. Come on, man. Alright, here we go. Let's see how much damage he's going to take here. So he took about 8 mil damage from that, and I'm pretty sure the bleeds didn't have much to do with it. Gives him that crap. Yeah, like I should have had a different barrier cleanse ready for this moment. Alright, here's a good barrier cleanse from this guy. Red Hulk's dead, but he did his job. Oof. We are, we're not looking that great. 60 mil, not even 60 mil. I think the bleeds will get us there, though. I should back up before I die. I need to back up before the game playability fucks me. Yeah, we can try that. Did I save it? I did save the team at least. We can try with leader too. Oh, I don't like him as a striker though. I did like Nightcrawler as a raider. I mean, I might make Gladiator a skirmisher for this. Because I want him to land his bleeds too. Sub out Glad for a bleed extender. You can, but we have barrier break with Glad. I actually really like Glad. But I was toying around with the idea of, if the other team is all about bleeds, what if Gladiator replaces Black Knight on the other team, and you bring in Black Knight for this team? I toyed around with that idea. Sort the 2 charges. We want to save the Apocalypse Power Punch because it gets rid of barrier. For now, we're just loading up bleeds. We can throw this, sure. That brings us to 5. Good. So Red Hulk got it a lot earlier. That is good. CC matchmaking is broken. I'm not surprised. Alright, much earlier battlefield effect out, which I think is the thing we care the most about. I think Red Hulk's gonna die before he gets to take a barrier away, though. That's the one thing I don't like about having Red Hulk beside him there. Red Hulk's got a barrier break. I'm gonna do this just to get rid of these symbiotes. I remember Red Hulk, apparently. Yikes. Yikes. So we never got to get barrier break from our Red Hulk because of that. Also, the damage we're doing is non-existent here. There goes all of our vulnerables. We did worse this time around. Nightcrawler did better. Nightcrawler brings bleeds, and it kind of makes it so that we get rid of that opening barrier, which is nice. So I guess if we wanted to switch anything around, what we could do is something like this. Keep the Nightcrawler. No, leader would help a lot more if the game made sense, right? If the damage we did to characters actually made sense in this game mode, leader would be good, because he increased our damage like crazy. Alright, so we can break that barrier right away. I hate how the Agent Venom spawns so far away that we can't splash kill him, because I'm not about to deviate. I need to land some of these bleeds, and then... Damn, Gladiator got resisted again? What's the point of switching that? Come on, man. Alright, so let's get rid of that. We get the slow on him, even though it's going to just dissipate. Okay. Why is Red Hulk getting a charge when he doesn't attack? What's going on with that? Null doesn't have like a retaliate or anything, does he? Alright, so far the damage we got going on is a lot better. Still no barrier yet. Red Hulk's got defense down. He survived it, that's good. Throw the ult. I don't want them to take turns. It gets too much rage too fast. This is slightly better. Slightly, ever so slightly. There's barrier. We can break it right away. The barrier breaker boys in action. So get some more bleeds out there. We've entered the hell loop where he takes a bazillion turns. Also where the game doesn't want you to see what the fuck is happening, because I guess why not? I hate that. I hate it so much. Alright, so we're about to break 60 mil. So at least we did that. That's something, right? There's the barrier again. And at this point I don't think I have anything to break barrier, so it's just bleed damage. We did get about we got 70 mil. This is what we got last week too. I guess that's okay. Like I feel like we should get more though, because it's okay. Hold on, we're not gonna accept this attack. Okay. Vote reminder. Thanks, Steve. Is it bad I do null on auto? No, because with the damage cap, why not? In fact, let me do all my free claims now before I forget. I'm getting really bad at forgetting. Keeping up multiple accounts is getting tough. Multiple accounts and now 2 new games. Okay. Alright, what do we think, guys? Let's do Astral. No... Was it no Emma for Black Knight? Or you said no Ancient One? No Ancient One feels awkward because we'll lose counterattacks. What does Emma bring that he doesn't? Just barrier? Just more barrier? She does. I would think so too. Let's get a slow out there. No? Okay, there's no damage cap on her. Emma, Ancient, Odin, Robbie, 185 easy. Interesting. Oops, I should have done his ultimate there. Whoopsies. No, they're not Apex yet. They should be after the reworks, but I don't know. I don't think so. Did they just go live? I don't. Maybe. How would we know? If Emma barrier breaks, that's how we'll know. Or if Shadow King barrier breaks, I guess. I wish Wong wasn't summoned. I don't want Wong to get summoned on this fight. He just feeds the guy speed bar. It's definitely not something you want. Yikes, and we had heal block trauma. Where did we get heal block trauma from? On our Black Knight. Don't waste your goddamn charges, Black Knight. I guess if you were gonna die, you might as well waste them, I suppose. Yeah, Emma's not doing shit, guys. Emma is garbage right now. Astral plus Kang, yeah. I was playing around with that because I like the Kang opening 3% flat damage. I feel like I'm not going to use Odin. Or if you do use Odin, you have to use him with Black Knight. Right? You have to use Odin with Black Knight, I think. Alright, so we got our counterattacks up, which is good. I'm not sure if I should do anything but basic with Shadow King for the bleeds. You know, the worst part about Shadow King trial being 17 days is that we have to sit through this crap with having a baby Shadow King for what, 2 more weeks of Battle World? It's pretty trash. I don't know, guys, pretty trash. Alpha had plug and play value, true. True. think that happened to a lot of people, Burnsy. All right. How far ahead is Super Troopers? I'm very curious. I'm very curious if they know how to tap into the Astral bug. And that's why they are so far ahead of everybody else. Is it 1% or less problem? What are you talking about, Norm? Wait, what? No, incorrect. Everyone who is going to be doing their Shadow King run will get a bigger Shadow King at the end of the trial. It ending and people getting to fulfill their red stars from the leaderboards or get more yellow stars. That's good for everybody. Other than I have this, get a chance 7 yellow stars on my Annihilators free to play by the end of it. Well, there you go. There's upsides to it. I just don't like that for 2 battle worlds we're going to be playing with this baby Shadow King. Only top 5 gets anything meaningful? Well, that's trash. I need to see. I'm so curious. I'll get a 7 instead of a 6 because it lasts that long. How do you... What mental gymnastics are you doing for that? You just think you're going to be able to push a higher score? Alright, Pumpkin's taking a big lead. I don't know, guys. I think it's Astral with Kang, no Emma. It's our bleed team, and then it's this Nightcrawler Red Hulk team. I think this is just the 3 that I'm going to do. And I think this is going to give you around... If you do enough resets on the bleed team, I think it gives you like around 400 million or so overall. And then I think with that, you'll be able to get the unlock on the next difficulty. Like, I think you reset this one till you're blue in the face, but you've done 200 million on it. I'll get more yellows. It's quite simple on Annihilators and Hank. So you think that you're going to get more yellow stars on your characters and thus be able to push more competitively into the leaderboard. Maybe you're right. You definitely could be right. But I would warn you that there are thousands of people with a bunch of diamonds on those guys pushing that shit crazy right now. Do you know this trial? I think it's because of Thanksgiving. I think it's actually them trying to do something cool and letting people not have to worry about it at all for the holidays. Only top 5k will get more stars, red or yellow, so it's a 2% problem. Oh, that's trash then. That's super trash then. Yeah, I can. Let me play around with this team first. I just want to see what the best ISOs are going to be. I think it's man, I think it's Adam Warlock Skirmisher, Black Knight Skirmisher, the Rush Strikers maybe. This team is by far the main team. This team you're going to want to reset enough to make it worthwhile. I don't think it will, Captain Salty. I don't. Dorky Suggestions channel? Alright, I'll put it in there. This raises a big question on what's going to be our second and third team once the Astral reworks are in play. Oh, I thought that was unavoidable from Black Knight. Rip. Let's get our taunt up, I guess. Get extra speed on Logan here. So we've done 100 million now. We need some good extra bleeds. Lots of extra bleeds is good. Logan died. That's a reset right there. What, did he die to a crit or something? What the hell was that? That was crazy. Adam Warlock's down too. We get one last extend, so we would end up doing about 170 mil or so. When all is said and done. Preloaded turn bar is a hell of a drug, kids. Look at all the rage stacks he's getting from this. What garbage. Yeah, what garbage. How much? So we did about 200 million. We did about 200 million. Do we know that the 50% damage reduction when Null doesn't have barrier affects the damage of his bleed ticks? If it does, that would explain why we want Black Knight here. Anyway, I'm going to do a video on this. Let's do a quick video on it. Let me pull the calculator up. Window capture calculator. Did I make a thumbnail for this already? I didn't. Unlock D5 with these teams. And I want, who do I want on it? Let's use the picture with Blade. Him and Blade are fighting. That's a cool picture. I want Kang on the picture though. Thumb. Tum 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 tum. That's a tum. Ooh, it did not save well. Why did my thumb not save well? Okay, that was awkward. Just gets no extra turn. Oh shit, Stay Cheek, you're right. I didn't try BK Kang 3-piece. Okay, the 3-piece being what? Shadow King on the 2 reworks? Or is it with Ancient One? Alright, so that is a 3% of his damage right away. That should look more like a 4%. I don't know if it's worth losing your Black Knight, though. Unless this magically does a bazillion damage, I don't think it'll be worth losing your Black Knight. Reworks SK, okay. Then what we're doing is good. Yeah, I wouldn't either, Norm. I would honestly, I would wait till like the last 3 days. It'll give you a better idea of what's going on. Why waste your time, right? Oof, probably didn't want to. Is he still a striker? Or do I have him as a raider? Also, why did Kang just hit for 9 damage? What was that? Why is he hitting for 77 damage? What's going on? Why are we hitting for 50? Is it just visual? Okay. So wait, is 2 mil the damage cap right now? 2 mil is the damage cap right now. I thought it was 2.4. That's good to know, I guess. They loaded him with more speed bar than Kang had, and Kang was more than 50% done. It's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. Because they ate Black Knight's last ability, last charge. No, he hit for the max. He did 96, and then he did like 1.99 mil, something. It added up. I think it's funny how they're arbitrarily picking which ability does which damage, though. He's doing good in this at the lower build, so I guess that's good. If this team is going to do 100 mil, it's not as good as the other Black Knight team, so I think we're just going to use that other Black Knight team, I think. And we'll use Astral Kang. So yeah, I'm ready to make this video. Let's make this video. One, two, 1, 2, 3, go. How's it going, everybody? It is time to face Null on difficulty 4, and everyone is stressed out, and rightfully so, because we have to beat Null more than once to unlock difficulty 5. Now, difficulty 5 is where we're going to get the most Null shards for ourselves, for that different playable version of Null, but it's also where we all kind of hope the Battle World experience will at least get marginally better and be, you know, marginally more difficult, because right now the day-to-day gameplay for Battle World kind of, well, like not kind of, it just sucks, right? So one thing we should keep in mind is that we do have to beat Null 5.5 times. That comes via Pathfinder to actually unlock the difficulty 5 setting. So what am I talking about here? If we go into difficulty, we need to score 6.5 million victory points overall. You'll see right now we're at 4.1 million victory points, so we need to make up a lot of ground on Null. They did buff the amount of victory points Null gives you. It gives you 225,000 per knockdown and another 225,000 spread out between his health percentage. So every time you take off 1% of Null, you get a certain amount of victory points. So in total, every single time you kill Null, 450,000 victory points. What does that mean? Well, let's pull up our handy calculator here. Let's get super scientific with it. So if Null has 861 million life with 185,369 health points, we need to kill him 5.5 times according to Pathfinder. Well, that's going to be ugly if I do a decimal there, so let's just say 6. We got to kill him 6 times, so I think that's pretty fair, right? So we need to do 5 billion damage overall, and if I divide that by 24 people in your alliance, hopefully you have 24 people firing off on all cylinders, each person is responsible for dealing 215,300,000 damage. There's 216 million damage. We do have teams that's going to make that very manageable. Very, very manageable. A couple things I want to touch on before we get too deep into this is there's definitely an exploit going on. I'm not sure what the exploit is myself. If I did, I wouldn't be able to share it anyway because that would get me in trouble. Somebody lots of people, apparently, not lots, enough people are claiming Astral can do this much damage. 1.5 billion damage. That is basically killing Null 2 times. This is not true. This is some sort of positioning bug, some sort of ISO bug, some sort of device bug. This is a bug. This is definitely not intended. With the damage cap being 2 million on difficulty 4, it's literally impossible to do this much damage in that time frame. Even if you got to the point where you broke the system and animations were turned off, your team should die before Null gets that much damage, right? Because he gets rage stacks, the symbiotes just start flying in, and you get demolished. I don't want to waste too much time in this video, but I do want to show you what the full Astral team looks like, because I think this is a interesting case study on the coming rework, right? So I'll throw my full team in there. I only have a 5-star Ancient One. Obviously 5-star Shadow King is what we get maximum out at right now with 3 red stars. And I think my Emma's actually only 3 red stars. Yeah, I just got the Daisy Chain offer for her. This is not reworked. So we did hear this morning about them getting a rework. It is clearly not live yet. Clearly not live yet. As you'll see, like Shadow King, he's not going to be taking the barrier off. When one of his allies is a special, Emma's not going to be taking any kind of barrier off. And the damage definitely shows. Also, be very wary when you're in-game doing your Null fights. I'm not sure if it's just because, you know, we're an hour and a half out from when the Null fight opened up for players or what, but the game is super laggy, and I've heard a lot of people just straight dying, not being able to reset. So, if we look at Emma's kit, you'll see there's no clear barrier on her ultimate or her special yet. Let's make sure it's not just a text thing. Let's do the ultimate. And you see that barrier is intact yet. Emma's not reworked yet, which means there's no point in making her striker yet. There's no point in her existing on the team right now. She doesn't stop the speed stat from the rage. She's not breaking barrier, even though she's like all about barrier in her kit. I'm super glad they did that rework at least. It's kind of just a bad time right now. So I'm just going to throw this on auto. I played it out about 3 times now, and all the results seem the same. Whether I'm putting on auto or when I'm actually playing it out, it doesn't seem to matter, because the damage cap... God, I don't want to be too salty at the beginning of this video. We have teams that are just going to let us get difficulty 5 unlocked, which I think is really good, right? Happy to share that. I hope my baby account can meet those requirements, which I don't have some of those characters. We'll see, but just being genuinely honest, the Null fight's trash. And it's trash because of the damage cap. And the only way to circumvent the damage cap is with a bleed comp, which we have the best bleed comp in the game to share with you today, which is great. But it revolves around some older characters, which nobody in the mid game, who is destroying difficulty 4 gameplay, and able to kill Null a handful of times, none of those sort of players should be forced to level up old bleed characters that aren't really in the meta anymore, Adam Warlock and Omega Red, to unlock difficulty 5. That's what I'm kind of concerned about, but we'll get there. We'll see how much damage this does. You can see the game just struggling. This is not an emulator, guys. This is just my phone doing this thing, and the game is laggy. I'm hearing it from all kinds of people. But this is Astral. You see, we are not doing much damage. We haven't broken 40 million yet. There we go. We broke 40 million. What ends up becoming the problem is the rage stacks up and stacks up. So once he gets to about 20 rage, he's going to start this cycle that just scales harder and faster, where he starts spamming his ultimate, summon in symbiote characters. They might get an attack off because they spawn in with preloaded speed bar, which is always a cool thing to do. Right, there you go, right there. And for every 10 rage Null gets, he gets 1 energy. So every single turn when he's at 10, he's going to get 1 energy. You see his barrier starts stacking up faster, and we end up just kind of in this endless cycle where the only thing that's starting to do damage to Null is going to be the bleeds from Shadow King and from Ancient One, so I have them both as strikers in this instance. But we just kind of cap it on damage. Yeah, we kind of cap it on damage. I think I've gotten about 80 million from this team, between 80 million and 100. Definitely not 1.5 billion. That is a straight bug. I'm not going to say exploit, because somebody could have just stumbled into it on accident. That is a straight up bug. And I'm going to be super curious if an entire alliance can figure out how to do that and just stacks the leaderboard. That'd be kind of funny. But if you do figure it out, share it covertly And let's try and get as many people to unlock difficulty 5 as possible. Oops, did I support that? No, I didn't say that. All right, cool. But yeah, you see, we're doing some damage. It's okay. It's nothing special. He now has 20 stacks. He's about to have 20 stacks. This is where the speed of Null plus the energy generation plus the barrier, that combination just kind of ruins the game. it really does just ruin the boss. All right, that's what he said. Now he's going to generate 2 energy every single turn. He's going to get 5% speed bar. We cannot rewind him. He will not hold on to his slows. He's going to spam his special. Now he's got barrier. So now our actual damage characters don't damage him. We have no barrier break on this team. So the only thing we can rely on is our bleeds. I love that Wong gets summoned into this fight so that he can just give Null speed bar and do 0 damage. All right, so he still has barrier. I'm very curious if we're actually going to get to do even a little bit of damage to him, or if he'll reapply that barrier before we get the chance. He's going to ult here. So he did like 2 million damage to him there. So there's the ult. The next attack, he's now going to have 30 rage. So he got 2 energy on his ultimate turn. He's now going to get 3 energy, and then he barriers. And there you go, guys. Now you're in the hell loop where you actually don't get to damage him. So any sort of strategy you might have wanted to make for Null on a team that's going to last long and do a bunch of damage, no, he's eventually going to get into an infinite barrier loop, and you just lose. So have fun with that. Also have fun with how choppy the game is. Okay, hold on. Coffee break. And then we're going to get into the teams that are good for Null, or at least good enough for Null. That'll get us that magic number that we need to get to, that 216 million damage, okay? So the first team, we are going to use Astral, but Emma's absolute garbage. Like, she's just a wasted character, right? Kang. Speaking of bugs and exploits, go in with Kang, because Kang's passive, if and only if, guys, he is the first character to go, his passive will do 4% of the boss's max health. Check it out. Kang's passive, you saw it, Null's health up at the top there. He was at 100. He's now at 96. That's the way to do it. We'll keep the Kang barrier clear on that special. We will enter a point where we're going to hit auto, but not quite yet. We're going to line it up so Null does his first barrier first. We clear it and we go from there. Also notice I made Kang a raider. I don't want him eating up the vulnerables on Null. Let's get our counterattacks up. Let's get a slow on this Null. Slow really only affects Null on these opening turns. After that, it's kind of trash. Do this, the basic here. Scream got a turn. It's going to give him a rage, unfortunately. And then I guess we got to pray Kang clears that blind, which he didn't. So now he can't clear the barrier. So we're just going to go ahead and reset this one. So the main thing I'm trying to accomplish in this opening turn is I want Kang to do his 4% damage off rip, because that is highly impactful. It's like 30 mil damage to get you going. And I want him to clear the first barrier from the Null. And honestly, along the way, if I could get some crits and give, let's say, Strange and Moondragon energy, I'll be able to use their abilities to give me buffs. Whoops, I went in with Emma. Definitely not doing that. Get some crits along the way. I'll be able to go in with like a Strange ultimate first, right? If he gets enough crits, he can do his ultimate, cover me in buffs, and then we're kind of more protected. But we need crits to do that. Alright, so here we go. Let's do the basic. That 4% damage holds tough. We got a good crit, but obviously not from an Astral member, so it doesn't count. I will do the Shadow King basic, because I want those bleeds. Didn't get a crit there, which is unfortunate. So no energy from that source. Alright, let's get a slow on this Null. We did get a crit there. Strange got energy, but he only got 1 there, so not enough. Not enough to get him to do his ultimate turn 1, so kind of a waste of attack, but that's okay. Alright, let's see if Kang will clear the blind this time. He did. Okay, so now I'll clear that opening barrier from Kang. I'll do the basic from Shadow King. This is where I hit auto, because I just can't be bothered at this point. Honestly, the opening Kang damage has already done the 4%. You see the rest of the team has collectively done 1%, so we're just kind of leaning into that Kang gimmick here. I really do hope some of the content creator finds the secret sauce on how to get more damage into this guy, because on difficulty 4 he's killing us much faster, and the damage cap has not increased enough, like in opposition to how high his health has increased, to make this, you know, as clearable as difficulty 3 with similar build tunes, or even higher build tunes, really. So far so good though. We're up to about 60 mil damage. Oof, that was a big hit that he just did onto our ally. Alright, so we're up to 60. I would love to see 100 million from this attack. Yeah, in chat, nerf Null. Yeah, unironically, yes. Like, who cares how many times people are killing Null as long as he's more fun to theory craft around? I think it's just so stupid how overpowered they gated all of his various speed mechanics. I think it's really dumb. Alright, so they got the barrier on. There's nothing we can do about the barrier. All our max percentage damage is getting eaten up by it. That's why bleeds are way better than the entire Astral team. Hopefully Emma barrier clear, or even the Shadow King barrier clear that was part of the rework, is going to make this team better, but who's to say, right? We'll find out when we find out next week. There you go. So we're just now nearing that 1 million mark. Strange went ahead and wasted an attack. Oh my god, he actually brought Kang back? What killed Kang if not for Null? Alright, so now Kang is dead again. There we go. Baby Shadow King gets it done. Let's get some bleeds on Null. That's about the only way we're going to get some meaningful damage on him at this point. And as long as I can get this team to do 100 mil of damage, I'm going to be happy with that, I think. There is a team I'm willing to reset more on to really max out damage. This is not it, though. Alright, this is where I'll take it off auto, because we're just never going to get through the barrier. So I really want Ancient One and Shadow King to spam their basics now to get bleeds, because bleeds will actually damage through the barrier. Yes, please kill that Wong. I don't want Wong taking turns. We can do the big heal here. Sure, let's do. Actually, we all have max health damage, so it was useless. It's okay though. You know, the assist is good. All right, there's more barrier added, and then, like I said, barrier hell loop, man. Barrier hell loop. Just basic here. Well, basic, try and get some bleeds on him. We've now broken 100 million. We're looking at 105 mil damage, so I'm good with that. Sure, you know what? I'll kill all these symbiotes. Do that with the Shadow King here. We will have missed out on some bleeds for doing that. I'll get a slow on him, even though it's just going to come right back. Jeez. I guess let's try and kill everybody here. Sure. We're doing some good damage. Shadow King no longer has any death proof. But we're landing some bleeds. And there goes Shadow King. Why give Astral so many dodges if everything they do is unavoidable? Alright, I'm happy with that though. That's gonna be 100 and what's that, 16 million damage. We'll be happy with that, and now we'll head out to door number 2. We're hearing that the person who has the connection, the guy doing 1.5 billion, might have the inside sauce, so I'll save my Astral. But this is likely the team I'm going to use. If it's not the team I'm going to use, I will share that with you guys, hopefully within this video. But we'll probably just end up redoing that attack and keeping it. Let's head on over to team number 2 then. And team number 2 is going to be the team that most people were using to do the big scores last week, and that is going to be Black Knight, Logan, Mephisto, Omega Red, and Adam Warlock. For what it's worth, Striker on Omega Red and Adam Warlock probably pays off more in the end, because they're going to be extending those bleeds. And the bleeds are not based on their damage. There's definitely not based on their damage. So, yeah. Having both of them as a striker makes more sense than having the others as strikers. I do like Old Man Logan as a striker just because he'll take more turns. Make sure the symbiotes never get any turns and we go from there. Alright, here we go. So we get our first extensions. And then Adam Warlock will do 2 extensions as well. So you see those bleed counts all the way up to 6 already. We'd love to see that. And we want to hold on to our Black Knight special until he's going to do his second barrier. Hey, buddy. Come on over. You can come over. Don't be scared. Hey. Whoa. Hey, wait, not yet. No. Don't come into the camera yet. Does this fit you?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can come in. Come in, my little busybody. My little busybody. Is that what you are?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, I'm a coccinelle.
Yeah, oh, coccinelle. No, ça c'est une abeille. Ça c'est une abeille, mon gars. Wait, are you? No, you're right. You are a ladybug. My bad, buddy.
This ladybug can fly because I saw some can fly.
Yes, ladybugs can fly. This is true. They are teaching you properly in that school. Very happy to hear that.
I have some chocolate?
That is called an advent calendar, buddy. It's getting real close to December. You open it for the month of Christmas, okay? It's a special calendar of chocolate. You get 1 piece every day in Christmas time. Okay?
Every day?
Every day. All right, I gotta mute the mic. Okay, now he wants up too. You coming up? You gotta climb up. You're a big kid. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now you're gonna break my headset.
You want chocolate?
All right, guys. You want to say hello and then say goodbye so Daddy can get back to work?
Where? Make my chocolate. Okay.
Okay. You guys want to go? Maybe Mommy give you a cookie?
Yeah.
No? Why not? I mean, bribery does tend to work the best when it comes to getting kids away from me.
No, look over that. No.
Sorry, why not? Can I have a kiss though?
No.
The low?
No, without daddy. No.
Note. Oh. C'est correct comme ça?
Yeah.
Okay.
We pass over our chocolate biscuit.
Okay, so can you guys get off me now? You want to say hello? You want to flex your muscles? Flex your muscles. Yeah. 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 You see yourself on the camera? You want to be a streamer one day, buddy? Oh, don't touch the camera. Don't touch the microphone. Okay.
Hi, everybody. I love you guys. Thanks. Hi, buddy.
Jacob, come in the middle. They can't see you. Come on in the middle. Look, you're still there too, Lucas. It's just Mickey getting hidden now. Oh, Jacob, you gotta smile. You can't look like a killer. You can't look like you're threatening them. Okay, Mickey. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Hi. My name is Jacob. If you love me, call me. Okay. Yo, Murder, okay.
Did you just start rapping? Did you just say yo-yo?
No, you can say
Okay. Alright. Bye, buddy. See you soon. Wait. Okay, I'll kiss it better, okay? Yeah.
Wait a second.
Oui, c'est mon bobo. C'est correct, merci. I put it on already, okay? We got a Billy block, so I guess we gotta cancel out. You want a big hug? Okay. Come on. Bye-bye, bud. This is the best attempt for me. That was a good attempt. You did 24%. Yeah, buddy? I'll come up soon, kiddo. Don't worry. Okay, we're going to have to restart this and restart this recording. So this is actually pretty good. Actually, we're closing in on the 2 mil mark. I assume no one else in my alliance did an attack. Snuck an attack in while I was fighting. And yeah, this is actually the biggest test when it comes to this week, is getting your Omega Red and your Atom Warlock not to get targeted by the Null too quickly. As you see, I did not accomplish there. This will do percentile damage. Let's go ahead and throw that. Oof. There we go. Okay, I'm hearing somebody registered damage, so I think mine is not accurate. Old Man Logan doesn't apply bleed until he has claws out. Did I not do claws out right away? Isn't that the first ability I used with Old Man Logan? Okay. Alright, we're just gonna redo it. Alright, this is gonna be the second team. We had a little bit of chaos as my boys entered the stream. You can go check that on the VOD if you want. But this is gonna be most people's main team. You're gonna have to do the most resets with this team. And I do feel like I like this setup the best. I do have 3 strikers, the 2 that do bleed extensions, and Old Man Logan, because he does extra bleeds and he gets lots of turn bar and stuff like that. And that's all it's about, is to do as much bleeds as possible. So we're coming in, the boss is starting at 77%, and we want to do well, if we're gonna break this down percentage wise, let me restart this. God damn it, I'm gonna restart this whole fucking recording. Okay, if we were to break this down into percentages, what's his life pool? 8, 6, 1, 1, 8, 5, 3, 6, 9. Divide that by 100. Each percent is 8 mil damage. And how much percent do I want to do? Oh, my boy's yelling now. Over my 4 attacks, I want to do at least 25%. It doesn't seem very hard. Okay. Well, we're just going to cut in on this new team. But percentage-wise, so if that's 8 mil, I want to do it 250 divided by 8.6 mil. 250 divided by, what, 8.6? About 29 million. What the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I'm number literate right now. I want to do 250 million. Okay? And if I divide that by 8.6 mil, I want to do 29%. I want to do 29% of the boss's life. Okay. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's start from here. All right, sorry about that quick edit. Had a visit from the kiddos. Always love to do that. This is going to be people's main team for the week. And honestly, man, I'm just not sure how Astral's going to do with that damage cap on, even with the buffs. But hopefully they'll be great. But if not, this is still going to be people's fallback team. Difficulty 3, this team did struggle if they got hit a bit too much. And difficulty 4 is even more brutal. Difficulty 5 will be even more brutal after that. With that said, we need to go fast on the bleeds here, which is why we definitely want Striker on the 2 bleed extenders, Atom Warlock and Omega Red, to kind of help make that more steady. I want to have Mephisto as a raider because he's going to get some great vulnerables out right away. And I also have Black Knight as a skirmisher. Old Man Logan I do have as a striker because he's going to hit twice. He actually does a lot of bleeds, and it just kind of works out really good that way. All right, so we actually don't have a vulnerable here for Adam Warlock to extend, which is unfortunate. That is a little bit bad RNG. We could also... Yeah, I think that basically means that Mephisto didn't crit on his second attack. Yeah, he got a crit there at least. Alrighty, so we're continuing to do some damage here. I gotta restart because I didn't look at his fucking life percentage. I didn't look at Null's life percentage. It's still at 77? No, it's not. It's at 72. I thought something was wrong. Like, why am I at 68 already? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, breathe. Do this right. Otherwise, my wife will kill me if I take too long. 3, 2, 1. Alright, sorry about that quick edit. Had a visit from the kiddos. This is going to be people's main team still. Okay, now this is unfortunate because mid-game players definitely have not built up Weapon X and Omega Red. Definitely didn't have to build up Infinity Watch unless you started, you know, when Infinity Watch was still new-ish. Now, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They didn't have to build them up. Unfortunately, this is still going to be the main team and might be something people actually have to build into because they do insane damage. This is also going to be the team you're going to have to reset the most on, though, to get the best results. So, what do we got going on here? We got Black Knight as a skirmisher. You could make him a raider if you're feeling a little bit edgy with it. Old Man Logan as a striker, lots of extra bleeds for him is nice. Mephisto as a raider is going to get us some nice vulnerables we need. And then Omega Red and Adam Warlock are both strikers. Yeah, they both extend the debuffs, and that's definitely something we're going to want to lean into because we need to do damage fast. Look, on difficulty 4, Adam Warlock and Omega Red were already, they were already able to get wrecked, right? And that is still true. So we need them to get their buff extends fast, get the bleed damage out there, and go quickly. So we started at 72% damage. That's what somebody else in my alliance did. I want to make sure that I'm doing 29% total to the Null here. To try and help that, I think I'm going to hit away from the Null just to keep those vulnerables on him because I want both Adam Warlock and Omega Red to extend these bleeds. Alright, so there's lots of bleed extensions for us there, and we'll continue on. Alright, there we go. Hopefully get a crit here. I didn't see it. It felt like the crit missed, but I'm not sure. Alright, Omega Red getting the buff extension again is great. We'll get one here from Adam Warlock. So we are just spamming basics for them. There's a 68%. Okay. This is highly unfortunate because we have no vulnerables to hit into. This is not unavoidable. The special is unavoidable, but I kind of want to save that. Yeah, this kind of really sucks. I'm just not going to have a vulnerable for Old Man Logan to hit into, unfortunately. Because I want to save that special for Black Knight's next turn, because then it lines up perfectly with him getting another barrier clear. Alright, we'll throw the ult with Mephisto. There we go, we got one crit. That's good. And I'm actually going to attack away from the Null this time because I do want a different character to hit into Null. Game lagging hard on us. Black Knight is dead, so this will be a reset, unfortunately. We were not going to come anywhere near our 29% goal there. So if it's 72, what does that want us to do? It's like 40-some percent is what we're trying to get to now, right? Yeah. So not a great look there, and I took the wrong team in. What is with this UI? Why is it trying to make me bring in this shit ass team? Why? It's defaulting. Okay, because I have it. Okay, it's because I have it like this. Okay. Don't have me bring this shit ass team. 29% across 3 teams though. No, I want this particular team to do 250 million damage most def. But yes, just to hit our goal to get the unlock, we don't have to do that. Might as well make Old Man Logan skirmisher at this point. You can't hit him. Yeah, okay, we can do that. We can make him a skirmisher. I'll keep Mephisto as a striker in that case, though. Actually, no, I won't. I'll keep him as a raider. I just want the buff extensions over and over and over again. Okay. All right, sorry about that quick edit. Kids came into the stream and caused some chaos. We had to do a little editing magic. This is going to be people's main team, I think. Unfortunately, it does require some older characters, Adam Warlock and Omega Red. You can try different substitutes for them, but the buff extensions don't really carry water. Maybe when Ironheart gets her rework, we can play around with her, but for now, it's just not quite the same thing. You could also try, like, Robbie Reyes for bleeds with Black Cat, so you're not getting buff extensions, but you are getting lots and lots of bleeds. So there's some power to that there. But what I'm doing is I have a Black Knight, Old Man Logan, Mephisto. None of them are strikers. Although they do bleeds on their basics, with the exception of Black Knight, I would rather Old Mega Red and Adam Warlock have a monopoly on the vulnerables to extend those bleeds, because that seems to be what does the most damage. Alright, so let's go ahead and try and get some extra vulnerables out there, so we have lots to play with. Alright, here we go. Also, there is a note to be said that, you know, vulnerable does make you take more damage, which is kind of nice too, 10%. So he started at 72%. I do want to get a good fresh amount on him. Hoping to get him to at least break, you know, 47% or so is what I'm hoping for. Alright, and I might have to move Old Man Logan away because he's getting too many attacks hit on him. And so he's actually taking too much speed bar. And he's doing too many attacks. But there's definitely a good debuff extension there. So we got those 5 bleed stacks. We got him down to 67%. So we got 5% off the boss already. I would love to get... What would be a good number here? About 25% off of the boss. I think that would be... I'd be happy with that. I'll throw the ult here. I kind of want to throw the basic to do bleeds, but I'm going to throw the ult to make sure that Void Knight dies. Alright, so far so good. More extensions. We now have 7% off the boss. This is where you want to use your Black Knight special because there's going to be a barrier coming next. There it is. And Black Knight will cleanse it right away. Do more debuff extensions here. Oof, Adam Warlock survived that. This is kind of the scary part where we want to... Oof. We want them to survive. No! There he goes. There goes the Adam Warlock. And looks like the Omega Red is going to follow behind him shortly. And honestly, that might be a reset for me. Yeah, well, he kept the death proof, but he's going to lose it here. The speed bar that Omega Red has, or sorry, the speed bar that Null has is a little bit too much. So we're not even at 20% yet. I want to see what this final bleed tick is going to do. And if Omega Red can survive to do one more. Nope, he can't. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we didn't quite get to 20%. Whoa, 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 whoa! The game was lagging. It wasn't letting me hit the button. Woo! Woo, my god. I don't like this ISO setup, guys. Some people are not going to like difficulty 5 and they're going to let the bug fly. We don't know what the bug is. Check the leaderboard. Well, this is just power of what am I doing his attacks. How do you check the leaderboard? And what is the bug? So is the insinuation that these guys are enjoying the benefits of the bug? If this many people, if 8 million is indicative of the bug, and this many alliances are doing it, then the bug is replicatable. If that's the case, we need to know what the bug is. Why are we assuming it's a bug? Because it's impossible for the Astral team to do 1.5 billion damage to Honor. With the damage cap and with a 5-minute timer, it is impossible for the Astral team to do 1.5 billion damage. Even at complete max stats. Actually impossible. People are saying it's the Astral team. Those alliances could have multiple people doing it, and that's, we still don't know. Yeah. Did 11 kills after 3 hours? No. I guess you're right. I wouldn't think that. There's an unlock difficulty 5 for everyone after this bug? Well, they should. But they need to fix it too. It's not all from Null. Saw Owner is from Null, though. His alliance has 7.3. My alliance has 4.2. What are we talking about here? My alliance has 4.2. We've killed Null 0 times. We maxed out everything else. Look at the left side. What are we talking about here? Yeah. So, unless Null is giving more than is specified, under event ends. Under event ends. Under event ends. Where is this? The left side of my screen is his leaderboard. Season ends. Check back the leaderboard, okay? What are we talking about, guys? Your victory point is 7.3. Oh, it is? What the fuck? How is our victory point 7.3? It's from earlier this week? No, it can't be. The 4.2 is what we should have. It's seasonal total points. Okay, it's seasonal total points. Yeah. Okay, it still doesn't matter, guys. So, Onslaught has maxed everything. And we've killed the boss 30 plus times on the other difficulties, okay? We're at 7.3 million before killing Null once. So what is the cap? What are they at top one? Okay, so it'd be 8, 5, 2, 4, 4, 4, 8, minus 7, 3, 2, 3, 9, 1, 6. We divide that by 450,000. So Hall of Valhalla killed Null 2.6 times. That's not impossible. No. The 1.6 million is impossible. Or 1.6 billion is possible. Yeah. Okay. Irregardless, I don't know if that's a doctored screenshot or not. I wonder if anyone reported it yet. Somebody reported using my stream. Yeah, I don't take screenshots from my shit. What's the best Illuminati team for the trials? With Captain Britain, a big Captain Britain. I think the guy is trolling y'all, saying it's from the Astral team. There is no team that can do that, Saw Owner. There is no team that can do 1.5 billion damage. That is killing Null nearly 2 times. Can you send me your alliance screenshot, Magnetic? You can black out the guy's name and your alliance name. I'll do it for you if you want to.
Oh, Iron Man's death. Iron Man better than Black Bolt. This is taking me longer than I thought it would. A full null kill is worth 450,000 points. It's 225,000 for the knockout, 225,000 for doing 100% of his life. Yeah, the bleed team can do really good. That's what he says, George. Bleed damage scales exponentially since Null can take up to 50 mil damage from bleeds per turn towards the end. Saw owner, 1.5 billion. Possibly you can find a survivable loop for Null. Keep taking turns or something. You can't. The rage mechanic will stop you from doing that. Somebody opened the door but didn't come in yet. I'm about to be attacked again. Yeah, he also removes permanent health. He can. And his rage mechanic would make it so that he gets so much speed break he'll take 2 turns. Thanks, man, Attic. Oh, you're right in the advent calendar. That's cute. Come show people. Come show people. Come show people how sneaky you are. He put the advent calendar in his ladybug costume. All right, now get out of here. Close the door. No, Jacob, seriously, I'm gonna do work for about 20 minutes, okay? So I need you to vamoose. Vamoose.
No, I want to fix you. I want this on here.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, don't touch that. It's gross. I don't know what it is. It was just in here. Can you go out, please, buddy? Yeah, you can play with the Hulk hand. Yeah, you got everyone's name but yours out? Perfect. Do you want me to take your name off it too? Because they'll look at your alliance. If that's the case. Do you wanna re-edit it and take your name off of it as well, Magnetic? Yeah, Kang's great. Kang's great for that reason. I'm not gonna try and get this exploit to go. I'm going to push on them and tell them their leaderboard's fucked because of this, and they should just give 3 diamond ammo to everybody. They won't listen to me, but that's what I'll do. Screaming Adam Warlock instead? Yeah, Adam Warlock dies faster. I think what I'll do is I'll put Omega Red on the end and Adam Warlock beside him. Hopefully Adam Warlock dies before. I'm not sure. Screaming Omega, I don't get it either. There you sent it? Okay. Okay. Alright, we're going to start this one over. Here we go in 3. Jacob? S'il vous plaît, fais mon pote, ok? Daddy travaille pour 20 minutes. Thanks, kiddo. I love you. Find out what it is. Yeah, perfect. Okay, 3, 2, 1. How's it going, everybody? It's time to tackle Null on difficulty 4, and this is a very, very stressful week because we need to hit certain damage metrics. In particular, if I pull up my trusty calculator over here, we got to take Null out if you were able to clear all the nodes, including the challenge node, and max out Spec Ops, so this is all very generous, at least 5.5 times. We're going to round it up to 6. So if I look at Null's life, Null has approximately 860 million life. And if we go ahead and we times that by 6 takedowns, and then we can divide that by 24 people, We now know each team member needs to do approximately 215 million damage. I took out all the round numbers there. It's 216 million. Each of your alliance members need to do 216 million damage in order to take Null out that many times and unlock difficulty 5, because if we go back out here again and we check the difficulty, we need 6.5 million victory points to get the unlock for difficulty 5, and we all are starting around 4.2 million if you max out everything else. I know my baby alliance actually has to take him out, I think, 7 times, and I'm highly concerned based on what I'm seeing, but hopefully the teams I share with you today will get you and your alliance over that hump. Now, before we get into that, though, there's something interesting that we need to discuss. And that is, of course, this is Marvel Strike Force. There's a bug. This was reported to me, somebody doing 1.5 billion damage. And this is using the entire Astral team. Or at least that's the claim. This is impossible. Alright, this is impossible because of the way the rage stacks work in Null, unless they somehow get cleared when he hits 100 stacks, which is something I had concerns with in week number 1. So if you can find a team that can survive Null up to 100 stacks, it might reset, I think. And then him doing max health percentage damage to you. This should be impossible, especially with the damage cap. There's a bunch of reasons why this should be just insanely and impossible. The timer, so many reasons, right? This is not a doctored photo. This is live in somebody's game right now. They see their alliance mate did it. I got them to take the names off because we ain't no snitch. We ain't no snitches. But what I'm going to do is I'll take my Astral team in there and I will show you what happens when I try and use my Astral team. And all they got to say is, thank God they are getting reworked, because they suck. And they suck for a lot of reasons. A lot of reasons. The most glaring reason is going to be the damage cap. Yep, the glaring reason to be the damage cap. So we're just going to go ahead. We're not going to like sim play it, but I am going to play it close to how the sim would do it. Because I can't imagine you can get that high without it being on sim and without some sort of extravagant bug hitting you. The only thing that comes to my mind is if we lose the animation, like, you know how you can sometimes break the game animation stop and it just starts going like rapid fire? The only thing that can kind of explain it to me anyway is if that happens and Doctor Strange keeps giving death proofs and Ancient One keeps giving safeguard, and yeah, that's the only thing that kind of makes sense to me. And then the timer glitches out and doesn't go as fast. That's the only thing that kind of makes sense to me. But even then, I'm super skeptical, because you would have to have the energy every single attack for Ancient One to do the safeguard reapplication. So yeah, anyway, one thing you'll notice, there are buffs coming to Astral Team. They're not live yet. They're simply not, right? We're going to go ahead, and once he gets Barrier back up, we'll see that Emma's not going to peel it off, nor will Shadow King Possessed passive pull it off. Okay, so there's Barrier right there, I believe. Or is that the next attack? No, not quite yet. Be the next attack. By the way, boss started at 72% life. We've done a whole 2% damage, so yay. Let's get some death proofs up. Get our counters back up. Now, this is one of the reasons why I think I just don't like the Null fight at all. And the reason for that is the damage cap is silly, right? What's the point of, you know, calling in assists and doing all kinds of cool stuff that the Astral Team does do when the damage cap stops the damage in its tracks? Moondragon does her special. It hits the damage cap because the percentile damage reaches 1 on difficulty 4 is just 2 million, right? It just feels so silly. Luckily for us, though, we do have some bleed characters. We got Ancient One with bleeds, Shadow King with bleeds, so I got both of them as strikers for now. Here we can just make sure the reworks are not live. We'll Strange Special. After the reworks are live, this will call in a Shadow King Possessed attack, and that will get rid of the barrier. And as you see, that barrier is well and intact. All right. All right, so now what we end up having to do is kind of try and lean into bleeds on this team. By leaning into bleeds, we can circumvent the barrier a little bit. And once Null gets to 20 rage stacks, you just can't do anything after that. because he gets energy on turn and because he gets speed bar on our turn and he can't turn me to rewind him and all the different overburdening protective features they put on Null needlessly, in my opinion, means that eventually he enters this just impenetrable barrier wall. And hopefully Emma and Shadow King's new reworks are going to break us out of that a little bit, but we are going to be heavily damage capped here in a second. He's now at 12 stacks, so he gets 1 energy. He then starts using his ultimate special, and then, I mean, you die at that point, right? All right. Especially get rid of these hive mind characters. He's now at 20 stacks of rage, which means it is time for him to spam ultimate special. And you see we've done a grand total of 7% damage to him, which is actually in line with what we would need to do, I believe, to get over to no, not quite. We need to do 29% damage total over our 3 attacks to get all of our alliance mates. If all alliance mates do 29% total damage to Null, we hit the 6 kills and we will unlock difficulty 5, given that we did everything else on the previous days of Battle Roll. Oh, Shadow King died. That sucks. Can I bring him back? Nope. Okay. If we can get just 1 more percent, then we'll be in line with it, though. That's pretty cool. Go. I mean, 9% is not bad. This is the full Astral team, though. We got a different team we're going to use on this. Okay, he's at 30 energy now, though, or 30 rage. So now it's just alt, special, alt, special, alt, special. The only damage source we have is going to be bleeds from the Ancient One, because we're never going to break through the barrier in time. Do keep your eye out on the game. The game is lagging like crazy, and it's not impossible that you're going to get yeeted out during a lag spike. So just keep that in mind for this week's attacks. Right, some good bleeds from the Ancient One. We got her down 10%. So this would actually be a decent enough hit. So I mean, if you don't want to think about it, you could throw Astral in here, throw it in auto, and go from there. I only got 45 seconds left. At most, we might get 1 more % damage done. Not bad. There is a better Astral version that we'll show you here today, though. And that's just going to be with Kang instead of Emma. Yeah, Emma's kind of... There's a reason she got all those reworks. Let's just say that. So, why Kang? Kang is super interesting. I want you to keep an eye on Null's health. He's at 72% as we enter this fight. If Kang is the first character, and he has to be the first character to go, he takes off 4% of Null's life immediately. Everyone in your alliance needs to use Kang in one of their teams. 4% is a giant number just to strip off the Null boss. And the added benefit that Kang also does some pretty good damage in his own right and does have a barrier clear. So when I do this matchup, I'm only going to briefly play it out. I just want to make sure that my Kang does do a barrier strip on this Null. So now that he has those barriers, let's get our protective buffs up. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the special. Let's put slow on Kang, and it's going to give me some nice protective buffs. Does the special give me any buffs? Apply 2 random mega effects. Nope, we'll keep that special for a wave clear after. And does my Kang clear this blind? He didn't clear the blind. This is just a reset. Because I want Kang to take out that barrier. You really only have this very small window where you're actually going to get to damage Null when he doesn't have that stupid barrier up with his like infinite replacement barrier. So you do want to make sure that you get that first barrier off. So I'll reset it. I'll move Kang to the corner in this case. Make this make a little bit more sense. And then hopefully we won't have to be resetting this one too much, because we will have to do more resets on our main team. All right, so we get our initial, was that 3% damage, I guess, on the boss right away. Some good bleeds up on Null. There, he's now at 4%. Kang getting hard targeted, unfortunately. Gwenum comes in with that preloaded turn bar. So I'm going to make sure I take her out with the strange special here. And Kang gets targeted by it again. Will he clear the blind this time? He did clear the blind this time. That's great. So I'll use the special now. That clears the rest of the barrier, and I actually get a decent window to damage Null. And at this point, this is where I throw it on auto. I don't care at this point anymore. It's not worth the hassle. I'm super curious, though, if you guys figure out how to activate that Astral bug. Apparently, it's full Astral. Apparently, it was happening last week without Shadow King, so maybe he's not the chosen bug applier. Maybe it's ISO setup. Maybe it's device specific. Maybe you have to go into arena, go to a raid fight, check your war defense, and then do it. Some sort of, you know, NES cheat code. Not quite sure, but if you can figure it out, let us know. But here we go, and what I do want to see from this is I want to see 10% damage again. Subbing out the ammo. Let's see if we can get that. Need 60 FPS? Maybe it needs 60 FPS, yeah. We're hearing it was iOS and it was fully auto. I'm so curious to try and play around with it, see if I can get it to happen, but at the same time, it's not necessary, and I don't know what they're going to do about this leaderboard, because clearly this leaderboard has to be in question now, right? So we're at 64%. I would love to see him go down to 60%, and I would call that good. 12%, we get an extra 2% that we got with the Emma team. All right, Kang is dead. I don't care. Kang dying is actually maybe for the best because he's no longer going to be mind controlling. The only downside would be if this guy's about to do a nasty barrier to us, really. Yeah, I think it must have something to do with the animation bug, which makes me wonder: do we know how to manually get the animation bug to apply? I'm not sure we do. It really would only make sense if, when the animation bug happens, it cancels out the damage cap. Overload your phone RAM. I actually have no idea how to do that. If you in chat want to try that, overload your phone's RAM, get the animation bug, hit auto, see what happens. With Null, though, we actually got him to take 12% damage before he reached 20 stacks of rage. So the Kang team, that 3.5%, whatever it is that Kang does on the opening, definitely helped us out. Maybe we'll get even one more percent. 13% on this first attack with, you know, a very small Shadow King, 5 yellow, 3 red, and a 5-star ancient one. I'd be pretty happy with that. There we go. We got 13%. Might even get a couple extra bleed damage on him. Maybe we get 1 more percent. Ooh, we did not get the percent. Now he's got barrier again. That damage cap is so... It's just not fun. Irregardless, we got him to 58%. I'm going to keep this attack. We're going to let it roll over. So this, I do think, is my first recommended team. If you core it out for the Ancient One, congratulations, and you can go ahead and use this one. That's great. And then we have 2 other teams that are a lot better. Make a lot more sense to me. And they'll do more damage. Or at least comparable. One team will do a lot more, one team will be comparable. I kind of wish it would end. This is just awkward airtime now. we have enough bleeds to get 1 more % of damage? Let's go, Ancient One. You got this. It's just infinite barrier. Not quite enough. I think those bleeds are visual bugs. I'm going to leave it. It is what it is, guys. Nobody's got time to do this all day unless you know how to do that bug. All right. The next team. So let's see how much damage we did here. 122 mil. I'm perfectly happy with 122 mil. That's more than half of what we need to make sure we're getting our 6 kills. Our second team I want to talk about, though, is going to be this team. This is going to be Annihilators with Apocalypse and Red Hulk. I will actually switch the positioning here. We have Gladiator as a skirmisher, Red Hulk as a raider, 2 strikers in Thanos and Apocalypse, and Raider Nightcrawler. And the reason I like this team so much is because, once again, we are leaning into bleeds, but we also have lots of barrier clear. This team, I think I can get it to around 70 million or so. So not quite as good as Astral Kang, but still doing quite well. I'll open up with this special from Nightcrawler. It's going to give you some speed bar on my Thanos. We use the basic. We want to use the basic from Thanos as much as possible. This team, we will be not auto-playing. We'll be manually playing this one. Because we went before Null, he gets speed bar. He gets that barrier up. Red Hulk takes it off of him right away. That's one of the reasons I love this, love this, love this. All right, we will save our abilities because our Apocalypse actually does apply bleed. So we're going to use the basic to get some bleeds on the Null as much as possible, we hope. We have Skirmisher on our Gladiator to try and get him to do some extra vulnerables. And we get a turn to slow on the Null. Remember, slow is really only good at the beginning of the match. And for some reason, every time our Red Hulk hits the Null, he gets a charge. I'm not sure if Null is poking him in the ribs when he comes in or not, but this is going to get our Red Hulk to reach his... the Doober Dauber there. It's going to get him to reach his passive faster. His passive, which will give him his ult, which gives the battlefield effect, which is going to help us tremendously here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and special. Let's get some of these debuffs off of us. Good stuff. Red Hulk now has his ultimate ready. Battlefield effect is in play, and this basically drains off 1% of Null every single time he takes a turn. So I think it's very impactful. Special here. With Apocalypse, Red Hulk gets a charge each time he takes a turn. I didn't even know that. Perfect. There you go. Mystery solved. Not a bug intended. Good. All right, we want to use the Thanos basic. Get as many bleeds on Null as possible. Go ahead and do 2 hits here. Good stuff. All right, so now Gladiator. We've been holding on to Gladiator special. That's another barrier break. So we're just always in control of this Null's barrier. Whoops, like Apocalypse went for a little dirt nap there too. Lots of good bleeds on this Null. Let's add some more. Little passive action, good stuff. Let's get our taunt back up here. We gotta deal with the barrier now, so we just want to get as many bleeds as possible. Well, something the Nightcrawler does is bleeds too. Is it a special? It's a special, okay. With any luck, Thanos will survive this. Good stuff, and I'm just gonna try and get more bleeds on this Null, because we're not gonna be able to do much more than that. Alright, Nightcrawler's gonna get some extra bleeds on him too, hopefully. I resisted it. Of course he resisted it! Get him out of here! That could have been the expose he was resisting too, though, mind you. Alright, we actually got the barrier off him. We got him to 48%. This is a good enough hit for me to keep for sure, for sure, for sure. We call this good. It's not great, but it's good. I think the bleeds, because you end up putting so many bleeds on Null, I have to imagine some of them just become visual bugs. So let's see the damage we put up there. I'm going to see about 60 million. Oh, 87 million. Not bad at all. That is actually a really good score. And then we will end this off with the main team that people are going to have to lean into the most. And that is going to be Black Knight, Old Man Logan, Mephisto, Omega Red, and Adam Warlock. I will change some of the ISOs around here. Old Man Logan as a striker, he's going to take so many turns. He's going to kind of live the longest. Adam Warlock as a skirmisher, and let's tuck Omega Red in the corner here. Because I do think that on difficulty 4, because Adam Warlock doesn't get the same sort of protective buffs when he drops to lower life that Omega Red gets, he's likely to die. So I don't want to bank on his debuff extension too much. So we have the 2 strikers in Old Man Logan and in Black Knight, and we're hoping that's going to be enough. I do have Raider on Mephisto. The opening vulnerables that he's going to do is going to be very impactful. I know he does bleeds on his basic, which also do a lot of damage, but I just like having Old Man Logan and Omega Red doing their buff extensions. All right, so we had him at around 414 million. I'd like to get him to around 150 million before I end this attack. That's right. This team is capable, even on this difficulty, of doing upwards to 250 million damage. So if we can get that, then we are going to be helping our alliance mates to even more, which is fantastic, right? Then we don't have to rely on everybody pulling their weight, which for some alliance is necessary. And for some alliance, they're going to have to do more than 6 kills if you don't have the ability to do like the challenge node very well. All right, Mephisto can get some bleeds out. That's great. That blind on Omega Red, that could just be a straight reset. To lose our buffs this early in the match is not really tenable. To me, that's a straight reset. Don't let your Omega Red get blinded that early in the match. And don't autoplay because the game doesn't like to save your teams. Stability of the game is kind of an issue right now. And yeah, we're not using Odin at all. I do find that very unfortunate. Hopefully, on the next difficulty, with the damage cap being raised again to 4 million, Odin will find his footing. But with bleeds just kind of doing way more all the way up to difficulty 4, I have my concern that bleeds will continue to do more than the maximum damage, especially since they just put more bleeds into the Astral team. That's kind of like a passive omission that that's the case, in my opinion anyway. All right, so Adam Warlock will do a nice little extend here, and then Omega Red will do one too. I didn't change the positioning on the team, unfortunately. And we save our Black Knight special for his, I believe it's his 4th turn, is when I will use the Black Knight special. Just get some more bleeds on him. Perfect. Vulnerables are adding up. That's good. We get claws out. Extend these debuffs. There we go. We got a double extend. That's great. And we already got him to 600 or 369 million. I'd love to see that go all the way down to like 160, 170. I'd be happy with that, I think. With that ability block on Black Knight's annoying. Ooh, don't die, Omega Red. That's why I wanted Omega Red in the corner. Nah, this is not good. He's getting hard targeted. Alright, we can extend these debuffs still. This is where we do the special. This is his 4th turn. Because here he comes in with the barrier. And then Black Knight immediately takes it off. The game stability is really kind of freaking me out right now. Was I blinded? It looked like Null dodged that. It's impossible to tell what's happening in the game right now. Alright, this will do percentile damage. So we're going to make sure we hit that damage cap. Those bleeds, he's now brought all the way down to 32 mil. Old Man Logan died. I didn't even see it. It was a mind control. The game stability is trash right now. We got him down to 258. I do believe this is going to be a reset. We'll see what this last one does. It's definitely not about to do 100. Alright, Mephisto ults here to get rid of those symbiotes. Barrier's back up. Black Knight takes it down one last time. Black Knight died somewhere along the way. And we did pretty good. We got it to 211. We could do better than that. We could definitely do better than that. We can definitely break him into like the 160 mil range there. He is not at 72%. He's at 58%. That makes more sense. All right, let's switch up this again. And away we go. See, and that's why I wanted to hide Omega Red. Omega Red, he kind of gets more buffs, right? He gets speed up. He gets death proof when he gets knocked below a certain life. He drains himself back up more often. So having him on an island to continue to extend is better than having Adam Warlock on the island. Looks like the fight actually started at 48%. So good to keep that in mind. All right, let's double extend. My phone is not even hot. It's kind of really crazy that it's struggling this much. All right, just keep getting these vulnerables added to him. Perfect. Good crit from Mephisto. Get claws out on Old Man Logan. And double extend. Extend again. All right. Just keep pouring those bleeds on him. The more it's, oh my god, oh, the quality of the game is driving me crazy right now. The more hits we get onto Null when we have those moments where Logan can hit multiple people, the better. All right, Adam Warlock is already in trouble. All right, this does bleeds, so let's get that going. Good stuff. We're just gonna let Gwen take a turn. I'd rather keep pouring the bleeds into Null. Actually, no, he died. Perfect. This doesn't extend, does it? Flip all positive effects. It does not. No. Okay. So let's go an extension with the basic again. Logan bled out there. Super unfortunate. He's dying super early. It might be time, and then we couldn't use the barrier there because we got ability blocked. One last time. God damn, it's the wrong team. Oh, everything about Battle World structure pisses me off. Everything about Battle World structure pisses me off. All the way down to the goddamn team assignment. How hard is it to have you save my goddamn team I just used? King Arthur's a goddamn new game and does that scopely. Get it together, man. You got the Marvel IP at your back. Put some goddamn respect on it. Alright, let's get this bleed comp going again. Starting off at 413 mils. So yeah, like 180 mil left on the boss is definitely something that we can reach, and I'd like to reset until I get there. Alright, so more buff extension is good. Lots of bleeds, good stuff. Let's do this special here. Nope, I should have done the basic. Basic does bleeds. What am I doing? Why am I getting fancy with it? No reason to get fancy with it. Alright, let's extend these. No vulnerables, unfortunate. There is a wonky coin flip between Adam Warlock and Omega Red, right? Which does get very annoying to deal with. We didn't get any extra lucky chains into the Null there. Not feeling super good about our chances on this one. Alright, this is why we have Black Knight as a skirmisher. He helps us make sure we get vulnerables out, which is nice. Let's throw the ult here. Alright, lots of bleeds. More bleeds, more bleeds. Extend. Double extend. That's what I'm talking about. Plus, we need to get that disrupt off our Omega Red. All right, Adam Warlock is gone to the ether. Let's get some buffs up on our Old Man Logan here so he doesn't just fall over again. right? Uh-oh. Ooh, Black Knight's not gonna make it, is he? Just do it. Let's get the extension. The symbiotes are actually gonna get turns here. Yeah, Black Knight didn't get to go. This is gonna be a reset too. Like we could literally do another 100 million damage. I know it's possible. It's just not fun to get to go for it. Alright, so we did hit the null multiple times there, which is kind of nice. Oh no. Alright, oh, we're gonna flip all these regens. That's powerful, actually. Can I please pause the game? Oh my god. The game almost trolled me with its unresponsiveness. Alright. This is going to be the attempt. This will be the attempt before my wife kills me for doing this goddamn fight for too long. Trying to figure out all its bugs. This is not going to be the attempt because this is the wrong team. Oh god, and this is not the right positioning. Oh god. Come on, just somebody teach me how to do the exploit, please. Please. Doesn't really matter because we could do very little and still reach our quota to make sure we're getting our 6 kills in, but I mean that's no fun, right? Alright, double extend is nice. Another extension. Claws out. Let's go. Basic Aruni. I think this says more bleeds, right? Missile extension here. Good stuff, good stuff. Lots of additional hits onto the null that time. Good barrier break. Get some bleeds on him. Alright, let's do a nice cleanse here. Get our stuff back up for Null's next attack, which is going to be additional barrier. The mind control is destroying our Omega Red, which is super sad. All because his positioning got him hit by the initial chain attack. Alright, let's do some percentile damage here. Yeah, Omega Red's not going to get another turn. The positioning wrecked us. I would like to still do another 100 mil damage, which is just not going to happen with this, the way we're currently going. And Adam Warlock just died. Yikes. There's the barrier. Take it away. Yeah, there's the bleed out. Well, 40 mil short from where I would want to be. The worst part is, the reason I want to get it really so low. Why is my game so laggy? I'm hearing that from everybody right now. All their games are laggy. The worst part about this is you have to be really careful with where you leave this for your next alliance mate. Because the last thing you want to do is leave Null with either too much life. Like, say he's got like 250 life. I would hate to walk into Null at 200 million life, right? I would really hate that because once I get this team going and I get rolling, if he dies, I lose all my debuffs. He doesn't reset his rage stacks, right? So it's not like there's actually any benefit to killing him. So you really want to leave this in one of two ways. You want to leave it so that he's got, 100 million life left, 70 million life left, whatever the case may be, so you can use one of your non-main teams to take him out. And then when he's got full life, or at least, let's say, 400 million or more life, then you can use this team. God damn it, Omega Red got it. Freaking blinded. Get me out! Get me out! Alright, we're gonna delete all the other footage, and we're just gonna throw this in. Alright guys, this is gonna be your main team. We got Black Knight, Old Man Logan, Mephisto, Adam Warlock, and of course, we got Omega Red. Now I'm actually gonna make Adam Warlock a striker here, because one of these two characters is gonna die, and I want to make sure I'm getting double extensions as much as possible. And yeah, this is gonna be your main team. You can throw up to like around 250 million with this team with enough resets. I've been kind of flirting with the 200 million range while I've been trying to record this video, but without, you know, somewhat decent RNG, you will have a hard time doing so. All right, so the reason I have Mephisto as a Raider is because what you see right there, he's got the extra vulnerables up to start the fight off, and I'll get double extensions from both Adam Warlock and Omega Red, which is very helpful in keeping those initial bleeds rolling on the enemy. Now, what I would like more than anything else is if one of them has to die, I would really prefer it to be Adam Warlock. The reason for that is Omega Red gets like speed up and death proof when he gets pushed to various health triggers. Adam Warlock gets stuff like that too, but not nearly as much. And Omega Red can heal himself, so he's more likely to stick around and get you some extra procs. But here we go. We actually got double extensions yet again from both of them, so looking pretty good. This is my second attack. Okay, so we're going to use the ultimate here from Black Knight. And there's also RNG moments you need to look out for. Like, Omega Red can get blinded for his second turn. If that happens, I think you just reset it. If it happens too early in the fight, I really believe in just resetting it. Because it's going to... What's the point in fighting RNG more than you already have to in the end game, right? Alright, we'll do the ultimate here. So where I'm personally trying to get Null, and this is really bad. So my Black Knight has ability block. Thank God he had one more charge up for that. Oh, that was horrible. That's going to be a reset. I mean, it was just really bad RNG that Old Man Logan bled out. Oh, yeah, that's really bad. Because we still got to do another 100 million damage. That's just not going to fly. That is not going to fly. Alright, last time. Here we go. Now you're probably going to see the bad RNG. Now maybe our Omega Red will get ability locked. Maybe Mephisto's not going to get the initial extra vulnerables out there. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, so we got one crit. Is good. Can we get another crit, Mephisto? No. See, now we're not going to get the bunch of extra extends, which is very annoying. In fact, I'm going to actually hit over here with Wolverine because I want to make sure that I get the double extends. There's one extend, and here's the other extend. So once again, the magic number I'm trying to reach is about 180, 170 million life left on Null here. It is possible. It is hard to get there. And of course, the more basics we can do with our Mephisto, the better. Because that is bleed damage that it puts out there, right? So really nice. Let's get one extension from Adam Warlock here. Get another extension from Omega Red. And we'll ult with our Black Knight. All right, here we go. So I'm going to do about 180 million more damage to the boss is where I'm sitting right now. Adam Warlock got wrecked there. I'm going to ult. I just don't want that Gwenum to take a turn in the back there. Ooh, Adam Warlock is... Okay, yeah, he got his death proofs. Good, good, good. Let's get some bleeds up on the Null here. Oh, no. Wait, no, Adam Warlock still has a death proof. He still had a death proof. He doesn't anymore, and now he's going to die to that. Oh, we got a cleanse! Black Knight with the cleanse. Fantastic. Oh, he didn't cleanse that bleed from him, though. Oh, Adam Warlock survives. We get another double extend now. We got him down to 320 million. It's about another 140 million, and we can call it a day. Oh, God, I hate seeing those. I hate seeing those bleeds on Old Man Logan. He's so likely to just fall over. Just gonna keep doing the basics. He gets more speed bar this way. Can get him back to his special to get himself death proof back. God, that hurts so much. Barrier's gone. Does Old Man Logan survive this? He does. Thank you. This would add death proof to me, right? Gain 2 death proof immunity safeguard. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Got him to 260 million. Oh, he's dead. All right, well, we're just going to try and get as much damage as we can here. I can't stay here all day. That's the fun part about Battle World, because there is no rhyme or reason to, you know, the damage that he is or is not allowed to take. You get to reset until your eyes bleed. That's the good part. If only there was strategy to make this better. All right, so I left him with 226 million damage. Somebody can come in there with their main attack and get that done and feel pretty good about it. 190 million is not good. I just can't do this anymore. I'm over Battle World. It's an abject failure. The Astral reworks hopefully are gonna make that team also 200 million or so, but fuck Battle World. That's all I gotta say. This is trash. It's actually trash. I fucking hate this game mode. I'm done with it. 400 million, good enough. Good enough. It's a stable game. It's fucking trash is what it is. Just fuck this game mode. I'm gonna go edit that video, throw it up on YouTube, guys. You're the best. I gotta end stream. Anybody's going right now? Wapo's going. Zero Cool's going. I'm gonna throw you over to them. I fucking hate this game mode, actually. You guys are the best. Appreciate it. Sorry it ended on such a salty note. I'm just so tired of it. I don't know why they would take such an easy concept that is a W and throw all the L mechanics at it they possibly could. Why? Why throw such a restrictive damage cap at it? Why throw so much speed stuff at it? It's just absurd. Tell Zero Cool he's the best. You guys are the best. I'm sorry I'm a salty bitch. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to be editing the Shadow King videos tonight, and I'll have them up for you tomorrow. And come Monday, we're going to have an entire new stream set up. And I hope you enjoy it. All right? Y'all are the best. Take care.